Hello everyone, this is Sir Cheddar and I'm making another video of the Yui660c. This was a commission which I received for a standard Yui660c design with a flat bottom. The customer requested aluminum top and bottom with bead blasting and gray anodizing. And I wanted to go through a quick check of all the parts and kind of just everything, show everything, the assembly process, all the surfaces, and give a good overview of what the board is like. Okay, so here's the bottom panel here. It's quite clean looking. The surface is pretty good, pretty consistent. There's a few marks internally there, but those are fingerprints from me messing around with this part. The top case is also quite perfect. It might be hard to see from the lighting, but take my word from it, it's quite flawless. And as far as the assembly process goes, I'll do a quick run through, and of course after it's assembled I'll confirm that the daughter board cable is functioning totally correctly. So for this part here, I like to kind of push these screws here and then screw down the standoffs. It's female both side standoffs. That's what's required for, at least for this assembly process. But of course I provide standoffs. I have a large supply of these standoffs. Okay, and I like to kind of screw these in manually just to get them tight enough so that they won't come loose during the rest of the assembly process. Now you want to mount the daughter board cable. Kind of want to go slowly. Okay, so now it looks like it's in there okay. Now the daughter board goes facing down onto these little standoffs. You take two of the little wafer head black screws. Oops. And you, one-handed, you screw this part down. Oh, there we go. And now you take this one, you mount that. Loosen this guy. It gets a little bit tight if you screw down one before the other. So I kind of like to screw them down a little bit at a time in kind of unison style. Okay, cool. So now this process, I kind of need to do it a little bit off camera here. So you kind of put this internally onto the board, and then you need to elevate it like this. So you can put it onto like two little platforms on either side, but I actually like to just put it on my lap, and it gives me like, I can keep it close to my body so it won't slip off while I'm handling it, so it feels like a little bit more like I can balance it and secure it well. So there's 6 screw locations, and of course these screws are the same as the ones at the top of the daughter board. So you, with this design at least, you only need to manage 2 different SKUs of screws. However, I will provide various options for you so that you have some color choice and you have some extras just in case you need them. I think anybody who's received a package from me can attest to the fact that I provide a significant amount of screws so that you do not need to worry about not having enough. If you see one that you don't like, you can throw that one away and you'll still have enough to assemble your board. Okay, cool. So there we go. Now, this is the part that requires a little bit of dexterity. This is not my first time doing this assembly process. Today, it's not my first time also. So I have a little bit of practice here. But basically, you want to hold this part up. And then I'm actually going to bend this daughter cable a little bit because it's quite stiff. So it should be at the back here. I think that the best way I found to assemble it is kind of like this. And then you just need to kind of get that daughter board cable plugged in and lay this down. You can see here the daughter board has mounted properly, just as a little quick check there. And now you can screw down the remaining portions of the case. And then I'll do a quick little overview, press a few keys, just show everything is working okay on this guy. Just a small side note, I know some items on my website are marked, at least at the time of making this video, are marked as closed. Nothing's ever really closed because I can order units, like a 1 unit order, but just keep in mind that it's quite pricey. But of course, I'm quite open to like considering anything really, so you can send me any ideas you have. I usually can get back with responses, pricing, stuff all like this, all these types of considerations pretty quickly. So actually, I think this customer, he placed the order with me just 3 weeks ago, and I have the finished product in my hand and it will be going out to him this week. So I can sometimes manage a pretty quick turnaround even on these commission orders. Luckily, this customer, he was ordering a standard design of mine. He did not require any special adjustments there. Okay. Try to refocus the camera just to make sure. But it's all. If you're wondering, this is a 35 gram with real force domes, real force round 2. And here is just a quick view of the bezel. Everything's looking very good, very clean. I'll just do a quick run around. Oh, some of these bezels are hard to get the camera focused on. But everything's looking quite clean. Okay. So I think that is everything for this commission. Everything went pretty smoothly this time around. It's looking quite clean, quite finished. I think that the person who decided to go for this item will be really happy. I hope he takes a look at this video and enjoys seeing the item. And for anybody else, thank you for taking a look at this. Thank you for listening to me talk about FC660c designs all the time. I really appreciate it. Always more to come. Always working on new concepts. I've been exploring new concepts with this board for, it must be more than a year now. It's been really fun trying to make some progress and documenting it all here. So for now, that's everything, but have a great day, and I'll see you next time.